What's up YouTube? In this video, I'll be showing you how to make a nice big version of Squirtle. We've already made Bulbasaur and Charmander, links in the description and on the screen if you want to make those and you haven't already. Squirtle is the final piece of our starter pie. If you want to make him, here's what you're going to need. You will need some sandstone block and some black stained clay. Also grab black wool, brown wool, grab some white wool, some cyan, some light blue, and finally grab yourself some red wool. And once you have each one of those colours right there, and once you've figured out what you want to make him, I'll be making him right here, you're going to want to kick off your Squirtle with a row of 7 black wool in a row on the floor. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. In a row on the floor, exactly like that. Once you have your row of 7 black wool, you then want to come all the way over to the most left-hand block, this first block right here, and with your black wool do an up-left diagonal. Then place 1 black on top. Then take out your light blue wool and go up on top of your black wool by 2. 1, 2. Then take out your black wool and go left of the second light blue. Then go up on top of your black wool by 3. 1, 2, 3. Then do 2 upright diagonals, so that's 1 and 2. Go to the right of the second upright diagonal by 2. 1, 2. Then go up by 1. Then do an up left diagonal. Go up on top of it by 3. 1, 2, 3. Then take this first block coming down in the row that you've just made and go left of this first block coming down, this one right here, go left of it by 3. 1, 2, 3. Then do an up left diagonal. Go up on top of it by 1. Then go left by 2. 1, 2. Then do an up left diagonal. Go up on top of it by 1. Then go right by 1. Then go up by 3, so that's 1, 2, 3. Once you've done that, you then just want to go to the left of this second block that you just placed, coming up by 1 to form that shape. You then want to come up to this third block, this top block, and do an upright diagonal. Followed by an up left diagonal. Followed by an upright diagonal. You then want to take this up left diagonal, this block right here, and go to the left of it by 4. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4. We are making a really bizarre shape, guys, so I'm just going to show you what you want to have so far, and then we can get back to it. So just so that we're all on the same page, just to make sure that you have got this shape right here again, really weird shape, this is what you want to have so far. Once you've reached this point right here, we can continue on again. So come all the way back up to where we were just building, where we have these set of diagonals here, and you want to, from this upright diagonal here, this one that I have highlighted, you want to go right of that diagonal by 2, so that's 1, 2. Then go down by 1. Then do a bottom left diagonal, followed by a bottom right diagonal. Once you've done those 2 diagonals, you then want to take this block that we started doing diagonals from, and from this block you want to go to the right by 1. Then do 2 bottom right diagonals, so that's 1 and 2. Go down from the second bottom right diagonal by 1. Then do another bottom right diagonal. And go down by 1. You should find that you have connected all the way back to where you were just building, and you should you should have a really weird looking shape like that. I'm sorry, it just cracked me up. It just looks like absolutely nothing at the moment, does it? No, it really doesn't. This is a really weird build, guys. Once you've reached this point right here, we can now continue on. So I'll tell you what, we will come all the way back down to where we started building our Squirtle. Come all the way back down to this original row of 7. This time, starting from the 7th block, this most right hand block here, you want to go up on top of the 7th block by 1. Then do an up left diagonal. Then go up on top of that diagonal by 4, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4. Then do an up left diagonal. Then go up by 1, and then go left by 1. Just like that, just to connect everything back together. Once you've done that, you now want to come to this row of 5 that we have here. You want to take the middle block of your row of 5, this 3rd block, and you want to go right of it by 2, so that's 1, 2. Then do an upright diagonal. Then go right of it by 2, 1, 2. Then do an upright diagonal, followed by 2 up left diagonals, so that's 1, and 2. Go up on top of that second up left diagonal by 3, so that's 1, 2, 3. Then do an upright diagonal. Go to the right of that diagonal by 2, 1, 2. Then do a bottom right diagonal. Once you've formed this shape right here, kind of like a really wonky question mark, you then want to come all the way down to this single upright diagonal here, and from that diagonal, go to the right by 1. Then do 3 upright diagonals, so that's 1, 2, 3. Go up on top of that 3rd upright diagonal by 3, so that's 1, 2, 3. Then do an up left diagonal. Go up by 1. Then do 2 up left diagonals, so that's 1 and 2. Go to the left of that second up left diagonal by 3, so that's 1, 2, 3. Then do 3 bottom left diagonals, so that's 1, 2, and 3. Go down from that 3rd bottom left diagonal by 2, so that's 1, 2. Now take out your black stained clay and do a bottom left diagonal, then place 1 block below it. This is the shape that you want to have just formed, and that is basically Squirtle's tail. We now have something which finally looks like something that's quite clearly Squirtle's tail. Once you've reached this part right here, we can now continue on. So you now want to come all the way back up to this row of 3 black that we've just created, that we just dig diagonals from with our black stained clay. And on top of this 3rd block in our row of black, this top block, you want to go up with your black stained clay by 4. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4. Then do an up left diagonal. Place 1 on top. Then do 4 upper left diagonals, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4. Go to the left of that 4th upper left diagonal by 1. Then take out your black wool and place a black wool going left of that 2nd black stained clay. Then go down from that black by 1, and this is the shape that you want to have just formed. We've basically just made Squirtle's shell. This is, like I said, it's kind of a really hard build. We've just made a really weird shape that connects in lots of places, in lots of different ways. It's just kind of crazy. Once you've reached this part right here, we can now move on to the next bit. So I now think that we're going to start building Squirtle from the other side. We're going to build up the entire left-hand side of his body, which hopefully won't be as crazy. So now you want to come all the way back down to where we started with Squirtle again, and you kind of want to locate this block right here. You can see this black block that connects with this second light blue that we placed earlier. Well, from this black block that I have highlighted, you want to go to the left of it by 4. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4. You then want to go down from that 4th block by 2. 1, 2. Then do a bottom left diagonal. Go to the left of that diagonal by 6, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Then go up by 1. Then do an upright diagonal. And go up by 1. Then do an up left diagonal. Then go up by 2. 1, 2. Then do 2 upright diagonals, so that's 1 and 2. Go to the right of that second upright diagonal by 1. Then go down by 1. Then do 3 bottom right diagonals, so that's 1, 2, and 3. Connect everything together by going right of that third bottom right diagonal by 1 to form this shape right here. And that is Squirtle's second leg. That first thing right there, that first shape that we made, that's his right leg, and that's Squirtle's left leg. He now has both of them, he can stand upright. Once you've reached this point right here, we can now continue on again. So let me see if I can just get a better look at these plans since it is a little mental. There we go. So continuing on from this point right here, if you guys can see the block that I have highlighted, where we have these 2 high black blocks on top of this left one right here, go up by 2. 1, 2. Then do an up left diagonal. Then go up on top of that diagonal by 3, so that's 1, 2, 3. You then want to take the row of 4 that you've made, and going left of this third block, this second block that we went up with, you then want to go to the left of it by 3, so that's 1, 2, 3. Then do an up left diagonal. Then go left of that diagonal by 2, 1, 2. Then do another up left diagonal, and go left of it by 1. Then do 2 up left diagonals, so that's 1 and 2. Then do an upright diagonal, and go right of it by 1. Then go up by 2, 1, 2. Then go right by 1, then do a bottom right diagonal. Go right of that diagonal by 1. Then go down by 1. Then go right by 1. Then down by 2. 1, 2. Then go left by 1. Once you've formed this shape right here, you then want to return back up to this block that we started going down from. And from this block, go right by 3. So that's 1, 2, 3. You then want to take this block in this row of 5 that we have here, this middle block, and on top of this block, you want to go up by 1. Then do an up left diagonal. Then go up on top of that diagonal by 1. Then both go right and left of that block by 1 to form a little tiny T shape, like that. Once you've formed your T shape, you want to go up on top of the left branch of your T by 2. 1, 2. Then do an upright diagonal. On top of that diagonal, do this sequence of blocks. Do 1 brown wall, 2 black wall, 1 white wall, 2 black wall, to give you this. You then want to go to the left of your brown wall, your 2 blacks, and your 1 white wall, each by 1 with your black wall, like that. Once you've done that, you then want to return back up to the top of where you just were, where we have these 2 black blocks, and from this most top block, do 3 upright diagonals. So that's 1, 2, and 3. Go to the right of this third upright diagonal by 1. Then do another upright diagonal. Go to the right of it by 5, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then do a bottom right diagonal. Go to the right of it by 1. Then do 3 bottom right diagonals, so that's 1, 2, 3. Go down from the third bottom right diagonal by 1. Then do another bottom right diagonal. and go down from that diagonal until you reconnect all the way back to the other side of our pixel art. And what you want to have formed in its entirety is something that should look exactly like this. A really, really complicated shape by anyone's means. Look at that. Anyway, once you've reached this part right here in which you have completely taken care of Squirtle's outline, all we have to do now is add in a few more bits of detail, colour them in, then we'll be done. Let's get cracking, shall we? So first of all, we're going to take care of Squirtle's shell. So you're going to want to come all the way down to this part of your Squirtle. And on top of this block that I have highlighted, hopefully you guys can see the block that I'm talking about, I'm sure that you won't have too much trouble finding it. On top of this block, place a brown wool. Then, once you've placed that brown, go left of it, by 1. Then go up, by 1. Then go left, by 1. Then do an up left diagonal. Go up on top of that diagonal, by 1. Then go right by 1. Then go up by 1. To form this shape. Once you've formed that shape, you now want to come all the way down to the bottomish part of your Squirtle, and on top of this block that I now have highlighted, on top of this block, place a brown wool. Then do an up left diagonal from that brown. Then go left of that diagonal by 2. 1, 2. Then go up by 1. Then do an up left diagonal. Go up on top of that diagonal by 1. Then do an up left diagonal. Go up on top of that diagonal by 2. 1, 2. You then want to take this middle block in this row of 3 that you formed, and you want to go to the right of it and to the left of it until you just connect to something like this to form that shape. Once you form that shape, you now want to, on top of this black wool that I have highlighted, place a single brown wool. Then, starting from this single brown wool that we have just slightly to the right of it, do an up left diagonal from that brown. Then go up on top of that diagonal by 3. So that's 1, 2, 3. Then go to the right of this third block, this top block, by 2. Also, go to the left of it by 2. 1, 2. Going left of this second block that we just placed to the left, place a single light blue wool. On top of that light blue wool, place 2 black wool. Going right of this second black wool, do a row of 4 black, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4. This is the shape that you want to have formed in its entirety. So once you've done that, we can now move on to the next bit. So just slightly over to the right here, we've got a little bit of detail to add to the back half of Squirtle's shell. And you know what, guys, I'm going to add in this detail and then I'm just going to show you guys what it should look like, because it's actually really easy and it's in a really quarantined location. So I'm just going to add all of the detail necessary and then you guys can just add it for yourself. I'm sure I don't think you'll have too much trouble doing so. So this is what you want to do for the back half of Squirtle's shell. As you can see, you just want to add a couple of patches of white and then add in about 4 black stained clay. Really simple, and that's all of the detail that you'll have to add. The rest of that will just get filled in with brown wool at a later point. So once you do that, pause this if necessary of course, once you do that, once you've got that taken care of, we can now move on to the final stage. So we now have to do Squirtle's mouth, his nose, and his other eye. So you want to come all the way over to this point right here on the left bottom side of Squirtle's head. Once you've found this block that I have highlighted right here, you want to, from this block, do a bottom right diagonal with your red wool. Once you've got your single bottom right diagonal with your red, you then want to go to the right of that red with your black by 3. So that's 1, 2, 3. You then want to take out your red again, and still going right, you want to do a row of 5 red wool going right. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Just like that. And now, just to finish off Squirtle's mouth, you just want to place a row of 3 red wool underneath that row of 3 black. And that's all you want to have for Squirtle's mouth. Really, really simple. Once you've done that, we can now do his nose. So you want to, going up from this black wool, this same black wool that we did a bottom right diagonal with the red with, you want to go up on top of this black by 2 with your light blue, like so. Then go right of this second light blue, this top light blue, by 1 with your black. Then go right by 1 with your light blue. Then go right by 1 with your black wool, just like this, and once you've done that, you've completely taken care of Squirtle's nose and his mouth. Once you've done that, we now have to do Squirtle's eye, so his eye is located right about here. So take this upright diagonal that we have with our black wool, this single upright diagonal at the bottom right hand side of Squirtle's face, and on top of that diagonal, go up by 2 with your light blue. Then go up by 3 with your black wool, so that's 1, 2, 3. Then going left of that black wool, just do a row of 3 white, just directly next to that row of 3 black. And you know what, the next part of his eye is, it's kind of really easy to do and it's kind of really difficult to explain, so I'm just going to add in the next part of his eye, the, semi-complicated to explain part of his eye. Just going to add it in and then show you guys the end result of it, because it really is simple, it's just difficult to explain. So that is exactly what you want to have for Squirtle's second eye. The positioning's the only bit that I really wanted to explain to you guys. So once you've got that eye completely taken care of, and as always, pause this video if necessary, just from what you can see on your screen, just apply what you can see directly onto your Squirtle, and once you've got that taken care of, you've actually fully taken care of all of the detail that exists in our Squirtle. All we now have to do is just fill in loads and loads of blocks of colour. We're going to be filling in brown, sandstone, and light blue wool. And I'm not going to be doing this on recording because it's going to take quite a while, but once I've finished, it will be really easy for you guys to see what you'll have to place where. So I'm going to be back in a moment once I've completely filled in our Squirtle, and you guys will see what you'll have to do. Back in a mo. Alright guys, so this is what it should look like once you have fully filled in your Squirtle. It's really easy to see what colours you have to add where. So the back part of the shell, as you can see, that small little section there, you just completely fill in with brown. That front part of the shell, the bit that we spent quite a bit of time on it, the brown and the light blue and the black that we had to add in, that's pretty much just quarantine the part that we had to add sandstone to, and everywhere else you just want to completely fill in with light blue. And once you've done that, you will be left with something that should look exactly like this. This is your Squirtle. This is what it should look like in his entirety. And hopefully that has finished off your little collection. Hopefully you now have Bulbasaur, Charmander, and Squirtle all next to each other, all looking large and proud. So hopefully you guys have managed to follow this tutorial no problem. Thanks very much for watching, guys, and I will see you in the next video.